Is it real? Are we live? Is this the real life? Or is this just fantasy? No, I think this is real life. Ashley. Yes, Ashley is who I was going to sleep with. Yes.
There's a reason for everything that happened, Shepard. Even if you
What
don't
the
understand it.
fuck are you talking about?
You did on Torfin. It was a hard call, but it gave you the strength you needed on this mission. And that got you here, commanding the finest
This feels like it's completely out of left field.
Exactly where the galaxy needs you to be.
I don't know what the hell she's talking about. Man.
It's good to know where I stand with the galaxy. Where do I stand with you?
About a meter away, maybe 1.2 meters. Sorry, I'll be serious. I need time to think. We've been focused on the mission. When we're done, it'll be different, I swear. I hope you can wait.
There's some old saw about waiting and good things, isn't there?
You are totally shameless. You need your own line of greeting cards. I'll warn you, though. I'm a Hellcat off the battlefield, too. Sleep tight, Shepard.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever. Alright, so what we're gonna do is... Like, is that we're finishing Mass Effect. We are finishing Mass Effect. But... I'm not going... Crap, I still gotta do Vermeer. Man, I was thinking about doing the DLC. Do I want to do the DLC? I was thinking about doing a couple things, actually, because there's 3... This isn't what I wanted. I mean, it is, but not what I wanted immediately. I guess I should really check and actually make sure that this is working instead of just assuming. You know what they say about people that assume, don't you? Yeah, I bet you do. How do I sound? How do I look? I mean, it is, but not what I wanted immediately. I guess I should... Alright, cool. That does look good. Oh, and I need to, check that. There we go. Yeah, that worked. Alright, sweet. Excellent. Awesome. Awesome. My chair is sinking. If I didn't own the window behind me or next to me, I would throw this chair out of it. You could argue that that is the best possible time to throw a chair out a window, is when you own both the chair and the window. Because, you know, it's your window. You can do what you want with it. Just replace it, man. Alright, so there is this, where we have to go talk to Kahoku. That takes a bit of time, because you got to go to, like, 3 different places. 4 different places, I think. For the Cerberus thing. This one's kind of quick, in and out, 20-minute adventure. This one I don't want to do because you have to run around for an undeterminate amount of time. Indeterminate amount of time, trying to figure out which alien version of a fucking monkey has the damn data probe. But part of me wants to ignore all of it, but the problem is I still need 3 more Asari writings. So I don't have to work tomorrow. I do have things I have to do tomorrow. Work isn't one of them, which is kind of why we're doing this tonight. Because I don't have work tomorrow. Wife went to bed early. So it's kind of a good time to do it. So I think I'm gonna do the espionage probe. So that is where Amazon System Voyager Cluster. Gotcha. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then probably the DLC, and then we'll see. Zoom out. I'm assuming I would have checked everything here already. So, Voyager, sweet. It's right next door. Amazon, exactly where I need to be. I probably already checked all the planets here, too, but we'll take a closer little look-see. Because those Asari writings are gonna be necessary. Nope, don't want to do that yet. I mean, that is where I am going to want to go, but not yet. I want to see if any of these planets have an Asari writing about them. Nope, they sure don't. So I may need to just go to whatever anomalies are on this planet and hope one of them's... Man, I don't have my phone on me. It's dead. It's on the charger. So I can't do the wheel of squad mates. I'll just do Rex and Tally. Why not? That sounds pretty cool. Rex and Tally are pretty cool. So I'm probably going to need to try and find whatever exists on this planet. So that's where I need to go. Debris, anomaly. Darn it. Yeah, I need to go there. So let's hop to it. My plan is to finish this tonight. Probably go to bed right after. Because tomorrow it's just like general like housework, right? Like some dishes. Oh, you fucking... wash some dishes, do some laundry. Mow the yard. Mow the rest of the yard. I mowed half the yard today. But, we had so much rain in this area that, like, there was like a solid, like, 2-week span. Come on, I know this will work. Yeah, see, check that out. That we couldn't mow it because the yard was just so wet. And, the grass grew up so freaking high that it's been a nightmare. My wife mowed it yesterday, and I went over the main part of the yard today. And then, because we've got like the main yard, we've got Dingo, or a dog, we've got Dingo's yard, which is a little fenced in area, so we call it his yard. And then there's like a, I don't know, an acre of just like flat, well it's not flat, but it's, we call it the field, because it's basically what it is. But I mowed the main yard today, and then tomorrow I gotta do the field and Dingo's yard. Because there's just so much dead grass that the mower was struggling a bit, so I was like, I'm just gonna mow. How do I get out of this bitch? There we go. So I'm just gonna mow part of it today, rest of it tomorrow. Job's a good one. Nope. Please have what I want. Please have an Asari writing. Nope, Turian insignia. This body is a long way from anything and appears to have been here for quite some time. On the body is a book of drawings, including one of the Siglar outpost insignia. Yeah, very cool. Not what I needed or wanted, but very cool nonetheless. Alright, let's go check out this debris. Hopefully it's got... Hey, that's where them bad guys will be. No shot they're here now. Yeah, they're not here now. We are going to deal with them in the funniest way possible, though. Don't you worry. Because we're going to come out here, and then we have the high ground, which you figure would be good, but usually they roast me if I try to find them from here. So we're gonna sneak down and get the Mako because they'll park the Mako like right over there. Like, how do I zoom in? Yeah, like right there. And you can just kind of sneak down and get in, and then blast them away with the Mako, and it's really funny. So that's what we're gonna do.
Securing point.
That's good. Good for you, Rex. You secured that point. Begin manual bypass. Frickin'. Okay. Nope. Take that stuff, but none of it is what I needed or wanted. Alright. Whatever. On to the reason we're here. Like I said, super quick, in and out, 20-minute adventure. And then I don't know what else. Not really interested in doing the other two things. But I do gotta find the matriarch writings. And I'm still... Jesus Christ, we're gonna die. Just kidding. Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys. Alright.
Heading out.
The signal's coming from a mine?
This smells.
I agree. The probe did not crash. Someone moved it here.
Time for one of my favorite lines.
Your grasp of the obvious is inspiring. There's still a nuke down there. Check your corners and watch your back.
Right.
Don't worry about it, Tyler. We're gonna bang later, okay? Not in this game, but in the next game, and the game after. Alright. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. I'm on the fence about whether or not I want to do the DLC. Doing the DLC doesn't really amount to much. What else was I saying? Oh, yeah. Yeah. So I've got a handful of things to do tomorrow. It's whatever. But my ultimate plan is I was like, I'm gonna finish Mass Effect tonight, and then tomorrow, since I got the day off, I'm gonna finish Sly Cooper. I'm gonna finish Sly 2, and then we'll be done. We'll be done with both of those. I'll be free and clear to start another streaming series if I so choose.
That was a detonator. Someone just screwed us.
Shepard, at last.
Have we met?
My name is Ilanos Halliot. I doubt you know it. Who do you think runs the Terminus clan, Shepard, huh? Thousands of pirates, slavers, criminals of every stripe?
You assume I give a damn. That's cute.
The strongest leads. The one who kills the most men, seizes the most ships, pillages the most colonies. 3 years ago, I was the strongest. I used my influence to assemble a fleet. We would drive your kind out of the Verge.
You're the one behind the attack on Elysium.
I was the motivator, the instigator, the one who promised glory and riches for sacking the largest human colony in the cluster. The
Well, guess
one
what,
blamed
dumbass?
when it failed. Failed. I was ruined when your kind held against the Blitz. What better way to recover my reputation than by eliminating the first human Spectre?
My crew will come for me.
Oh, let them. We'll be ready. An Alliance warship would make a fine prize. Oh, and if you haven't noticed, the ores here are laced with heavy metals. I'm afraid your suit radios aren't powerful enough to transmit out.
You'll see me again, Halliot. Count on it.
I rather doubt that. Goodbye, Shepard.
What do we do now, Shepard?
We find a way out. Someone up there needs my boot up his ass. See if there's anything in here we can use.
There's no time to get out. You have to disable the bomb before it goes off. Yeah, right. Whatever. That's fine. Manually disable hardpoint. Yeah, this is gonna be fine. Don't even worry about it. Bomb disposal expert Shepard at your service. Bing bong bish bash bosh. And then this one, and then you just click on this, and you just do a little, you just do a little, you just do a little, you just do a little clicking, and then we're good to go. Bomb disabled, nuclear warhead disabled. I just disarmed a nuclear warhead, don't think nothing of it. Yeah, I have no bit or follow-up. Alright, so conveniently there is just another way out right over here. Don't even have to think about it, don't even have to worry about it. Just, you know, we just leave, basically. And like I said, all of those dipshits are going to be down there. So we're going to go around this way and get in the Mako and blast their ass to grass is what we're going to do. Me and Rex are literally wearing fucking bright yellow. I don't understand how they don't see us coming. What was it? Yeah, there we go. Pirate sniper. Which one is? Yeah, you. See you later. It's funny every time. Nah, Hallie, I went through a lot of trouble to draw you here. Pity it ended like this, for him at least. Now that you're above ground, your suit radio has a re-established connection with the Normandy. Time to get the hell out of here. Yeah, funny. Every time. 100%. Never not funny. Alright, we really gotta find these whatchamacallsums. These Asari writings. Probably start here. There wouldn't be anything here, right? I would have checked all these, right? Oh, I'm sure I would have checked all these, but we're gonna be, what's the word? Thorough. We're gonna be Henry David Thoreau. That's what we're gonna be. All right, yeah. I am certain that these are going to yield nothing. I don't know if they yield anything at all, period. Even, like, on a new game. They might all be, like, there might be nothing there for all of those, because that's where one of the main story planets is, but you never know. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so we're just looking, checking the planets, making sure there's none that needs scanned. We're looking for Asari matriarch writings. We need 3 more. Yeah, it's nothing. Nothing on any of these. Must have got these already. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That means we're done with the Horsehead Nebula. Just jump over here to Artemis Tau. Definitely nothing in the Sparta system, but like I said, I want to be as thorough as possible. What do I need? And I need this, because I'm a bit thirsty. You know how it is. Alright. Okay. Nothing here. Anything in this fucking asteroid? Yep, but I've already done all these. I could land here and see if there's anything. Well, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Oh, it won't take that long. Spring Rex and Tally. It literally doesn't matter. Actually, Tally and Garrus to maximize tech strength. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Can I skip this? That sound is telling me no. Alright, so distress signal, anomaly, debris. What do you mean distress signal? Alright, well, we'll check this debris. I guess we'll check that distress signal. To hell with it. Because this is like this is going to be the most time-consuming thing. I have decided no, I haven't. I keep saying... I want to say I've decided I'm not doing the DLC. I really haven't. I may still do the DLC. I don't know. But that's the only thing that may or may not be on the table is the DLC. That's the only wild card. The main thing that I want to do before Vermeer, before I head towards Endgame, is come on, climb, yeah. I've got to find 3 more Asari Matriarch writings so that I can have the complete set. It's going to be crucial for Mass Effect 3. Crucial for getting our frenemy, our best frenemy, Conrad, laid. I know it might sound crazy, but I promise you, if we do not find the full set of Matriarch... Fuck. Did it. If we do not find the full set of Matriarch Dillinaga's writings, then Conrad does not get laid. And we cannot let that happen. I don't care if you're Paragon, Shepard, Renegade Shepard, it doesn't matter. Conrad hasn't been through a lot in this game, but he will go through a lot in the next game. And by a lot, I mean I may or may not shoot him directly in the foot. We'll have to decide. We'll have to make that decision when we get there, whenever we get around to Mass Effect 2. But even though he is a little bit much, doesn't mean he doesn't deserve to get... Okay, this is just going to be a fucking League of One medallion or a dog tag or something. Yeah, you found Captain Milan's identification tag. How it ended up here is impossible to know for sure. Well, this is probably Captain Milan, if I had to guess. I guess we'll check this distress signal and make sure that it's not nothing. I don't know. I assume I've been here. But it's still a question mark and not like an X, so that's why I'm confused. That's why I'm wondering if perhaps I have not done anything with this. But there weren't no... frickin'... There weren't no Matriarch writings here. Okay, that's... welcome to the Porky Pig Variety Hour, apparently. Yeah, this is Admiral Kahoku's, boys. So we did do this. And I'm assuming there's not a second Thresher Maw. They just desecrate their corpses a bit. There we Yeah, alright, so we are good to go here. Return to Normandy, yeah. Tort nothing, tort nothing. Yeah. So, moving out to the next one. Excuse me. So yeah, there's surely nothing left here. Oh, good lord. Carefully scan this asteroid belt. Not a thing to be found. Yep, not a thing to be found. Okay, back out. There's definitely nothing here. This is where I found Liara. But like I said, we'll look anyways. I want to be as thorough as possible. Yeah, I don't know why I even bother clicking on Theron. I know this isn't the most riveting thing to watch, but you gotta make sure we don't overlook anything, you know? One day for shits and giggles, I might do a stream where it's just, or it's Mass Effect 2, but it's just planet scanning. I think that would be funny. I think that'd be really funny. There are people that boot up Mass Effect 2 and then they just spend literally all of their time just scanning planets. Like, it's the funnest thing in the world for them. My wife is one of those people. I just don't get it. So she went, like, she's played the games. Actually, I think she's only played Mass Effect 2. Yeah, she's played it, but doesn't do the replaying like I do. I've put over 1,000 hours into the Legendary Edition alone. Put over 1,000 hours, almost. I put over 1,000 hours into the Legendary Edition alone. Almost 1,000 hours just on the PS4 edition. Yeah, so we don't want to land there yet. I want to check the planets, and then I guess we'll land there. Why not? Yeah, it was super weird. One Thanksgiving, a couple years ago, I was like, you know what? I think I want to replay the Mass Effect trilogy. I haven't played it in ages. Like, legitimately, the last time at that point, I want to say this would have been like 2023. Yeah, 2023 sounds right. No, and the last time I had played through the Mass Effect series was 2012. So like 11 years earlier. Because that's when Mass Effect 3 came out, right? 2012? Pretty sure. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, I'm sure that's right. Yeah, no, it is 2012. Yeah. I replayed 1 and 2, obviously, in anticipation of the third. And then I played the third. And then I, Stronghold, Anomaly, Debris. Yeah, okay, so we'll check out the Debris, the Anomaly, and then whatever that Stronghold's about, I guess. I'm assuming it's something I've already done. And then, yeah, I just didn't play it again. Until Thanksgiving 2023, I was like, I think I'm going to replay it. And then I replayed it. I beat the trilogy. And then I was like, I think I'm going to replay it again. And then I just kept replaying it. I was like, oh, but what happens if we do this, though? Okay, but what if we play it this way this time? And now I can say I've seen just about everything there is to see. And it's still fun. Still a lot of fun to replay. So yeah, I got almost 1,000 hours in Legendary Edition on PS4 alone, PS4, PS5, whatever you wanna say. It's the PS4 version, but I played it on the PS5, and I don't know how many hours I've got on the 360 versions. Obviously, I know I've played I think I've only played the third one on the Xbox 360 once. So we can say, I could probably estimate it. So yeah, however long it takes to beat, like just an average for whatever the average on how long to beat is. Excuse me, probably around there. Because I might have played through it twice, but no, definitely no more than that. The first one, maybe 3 times max, and then the second one I probably played the most back in the day, which is weird because it's actually my least favorite today. I know it's a lot of people's favorite, but it's my least favorite. Because I guess I just have to be consistently contradictory. Don't be a threat. No, it wouldn't be a Thresher Maul, right? Nah, it's not a Thresher Maul. Whatever that is not a Thresher Maul. But I only got into the Mass Effect series because a next door neighbor that let me borrow Mass Effect 2. And I played through it, and I was like, I didn't have a fucking clue what was going on. Oh, sorry, Capsule. Oh, sweet. This is what we're looking for. 100%. Matriarch's writings recovered. It's not clear who lived here, but it appears to have been abandoned for some time. The container in the tent held, among other things, one of Matriarch Dylanaga's writings. Fuck yeah. You know what? I don't even give a shit about the Stronghold. We'll go see. We'll go see. But yeah, next door neighbor let me borrow Mass Effect 2. And I played through it, didn't have a fucking clue what was going on. And wasn't following the story like at all. Not even a little bit. Like, it's so weird. When I played it back on the 360 days for the first time, like, I didn't follow the story at all. Like, the concept of, like, the greater concepts just went way over my head, because I was like, alright, cool, I'm gonna bang this hot alien chick, and fight some bug creatures. It's whatever, man. Alright, so everybody here appears to be dead as hell. No one's attacking me, so I'm guessing I did this. So I am just gonna move on, because we got 2 more Matriarch's writings to track down. But yeah, I didn't even, like, when I first played it, I didn't even attempt to dip my toes into the Mass Effect universe. And then I ended up buying Mass Effect 1 for, like, I don't even remember what I bought it for from GameStop. It's less than $5 for sure. Because I was like, I guess I ought to play the first one, and that was like on a whim. I wasn't even like, I didn't beat the set because I played the second one first, and when I finished the second one, I wasn't sitting there because I paid so little attention to what was actually going on. I was just going through the motions, for whatever the reason. So I wasn't even like chomping at the bit to find out how the events of the second one came to be. I was just like, oh, that was neat. Yeah, I gave it back to my next door neighbor who let me borrow it, and it was a solid couple months, probably close to a year, before I just happened to be in GameStop, happened to see Mass Effect 1, and was like, Oh yeah, I reckon I should play that, huh? And I remember buying it, getting home, popping it in, it being so drastically different from Mass Effect 2, and me being like, oh no, I can't do this, and then I shelved it for a couple months before I finally picked it back up and was like, alright, I guess I need to play through it. And I think I literally only played through it because I wanted to transfer a character over to Mass Effect 2. Because I was like, oh, let's see. Let's actually experience the game the way it is meant to be experienced, I guess. Sorry. I don't think it's allergies. I've never really had allergies. Just got over a sinus infection, so there's probably something to do with that. Turian wreckage, research base, excavation site, anomaly. So we can still search the debris in the anomaly because we ignored those. But yeah, I don't know. My all that bullshit to say I played the games out of order. And it took me I just realized what I'm saying is contradicting. Oh, there's enemies up here. Contradicting my remembering of how many times I actually played through it on the 360. But you shouldn't have done this. I don't know. It took me a good minute to actually get into Mass Effect, I guess. That's all that dumb bullshit is meant to say. And, so much so, I reckon, that I don't even... Fuck me, dude. Oh, fuck you. Oh, fuck you. How about this, asshole? So much so that I don't even, like... You can tell that I don't actually really remember my time spent with it on the 360. I just know that I own all of them, and I played all of them. And that was a very long time ago. At this juncture. That would have been... Oh, God. Yeah, that's why I can't frickin' remember it. That's why I can't remember it. What the hell? Because Mass Effect 2... When did Mass Effect 2 come out? Hold on. I need to look this up really quick. When did Mass Effect 2 come out? I know the first Mass Effect was like 2007, right? Mass Effect 2 was 2009, right? Right? That's what I'm thinking. Oh, excuse me. Mass Effect release dates. Okay, Mass Effect 2 is 2010. And whatever the fuck Mass Effect Galaxy for the iOS was, that was apparently 2009. But yeah, Mass Effect came out in 2007. Mass Effect 2 is in 2010. Which means it would have been sometime in 2010 or 2011. Probably 2010. When my neighbor let me borrow it. And I played it. And then I wouldn't... it had to have been 2010. It had to have been. So I probably played Mass Effect 2 once in 2010. And then probably sometime between 2010 and 2011, I bought and eventually played through Mass Effect 1 and then replayed Mass Effect 2. And then I would have replayed them both a second time in early 2012 in anticipation for Mass Effect 3. And then after that, I know I didn't play them again after 2012. So Man, that's wild. That's insane. But all that to say, that was so long ago, dude. That was so long ago. At this juncture. That was 16 years ago. I didn't actually want to close that shit. Oh well, that's fine. I can't be expected to remember what happened 16 years ago. 16 years ago, I was uploading actual garbage to this platform. 16 years ago, I was at the risk of being offensive, I was what the fuck? That's not the button I'm meaning to hit. At the risk of being offensive, 16 years ago, I was an annoying little spurg. Oh, yeah, this is that weird one where all them probes keep crashing because of this fucking thing. This device is transmitting tight beam signals into geosynchronous orbit. This disrupts the survey team's GPS satellites, causing them to crash nearby. Alright. Splendid. That was useless. Okay. Into the Mako. Yeah, it was... Because, I don't go back and watch... Excuse me. I've got them all somewhere. Like, just about every freaking video I've ever made, I'm sure I've got somewhere. I know they're all unlisted on my old channel. I keep saying I'm going to go download all of them someday. I probably need to do that. Just in case. Just to have them. It's like all the videos I've uploaded to this channel. I'm like, man, when YouTube goes, and one day it will go, they're just gonna be gone. I hope we get a chance. I hope we're given a chance to download our videos before they're gone. You know I'll buy another, because I got a 16 terabyte hard drive that I keep all of my Steam games installed on. This is the whatever this is, I've been here. That I keep all my Steam games installed on, because I don't have the fastest internet in the world. It's not super bad. So I got the old Ethernet, you know. So it's not terrible. It's passable. I can play games with my friends, you know, it is what it is. I can do this a little bit, it is what it is. But yeah, I can't do like I did in my old apartment where I can just uninstall, reinstall things willy-nilly. Because my old apartment, my fucking download speeds were like 300, 400, 500 megabits a second. Yeah, I miss it. Have I been on this thing? I guess I'll check it out. Take Liara and Sally, why not? Who cares? What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I
Looks like this vessel was abandoned.
Your grasp of the obvious is inspiring.
Only basic life support appears to be functioning.
So I keep all my Steam games installed on that, so that I don't have to worry about having to download anything and wait. I can just go. I can just click play and go.
What was that? Is there someone else on this ship?
Somebody set that trap. The whole place could be wired.
That's the right one, right? But yeah, I would totally buy another 16 terabyte hard drive just to download all of my videos from the channel to have them just in case. But as I was saying, yeah. So I don't go back and watch.
They say Jacob's gone. They say his
No,
brain
not.
isn't functioning anymore, and they want to shut off his machines. But Jacob's the only thing in the world that matters to me. I don't know how to help him, and it's tearing me up inside. I just feel so helpless, so damn angry. Dr. Smith gave me some meds to calm down, but I didn't take them. I can't. Not until I figure out a way to help Jacob. I won't give up on him. I won't!
Yep. This children is like everybody wants a ride or die, right? But you don't want to go sticking your dick in crazy. Look at this. Everyone's dead, including your ride or die, and you, because you went and stuck your dick in crazy. You silly Billy.
Jacob is showing no signs of brain activity. There's nothing more we can do for him. He wouldn't want to be kept alive by machines, so we're going to disconnect the life support. Dr. Smith is worried about Julia's reaction, though. She can't seem to let Jacob go. The stress is making her implants flare up, causing intense migraines. It'll probably be easier for everyone if we don't tell her until after we shut the life support down. Give her a chance to... Julia, what are you doing here? Why are you...
Excellent performance. Excellent performance. Really hit him with the... Oh, man. I keep getting sidetracked. Damn ADHD, you know how it is. And I go unmedicated. I raw dog that shit. I ain't no bitch. Mama didn't raise no bitch. Let's see. You alive? Nah, he's dead. Yeah, don't let me sitting over here.
Jacob's not going to make it. His brain was deprived of oxygen for too long. There's nothing any of us can do for him now except let him die with dignity. That's what he would want. I'm more worried about Julia now. She's showing signs of severe depression. I gave her some meds that should help, but I better warn the captain.
Kill them all!
Powering up.
Alright, she's dead as hell.
Looks like that machine is keeping him alive.
I do not see any brain activity on the readouts. He is dead. This body is just an empty shell.
No point leaving him there like a vegetable.
It is your decision, Shepard. But perhaps we should wait until we have more information before we do anything.
No.
That was the compassionate thing to do, Shepard.
I know, shut up. Stop questioning my every move. My every move and motive. That's all you ever do. That's why we are not fucking, and that's why I am, despite my better judgment, going to wet my willy in the only human female on board that is not a mute. The rest of them, if they do speak, are not speaking to me. So we will not be pursuing any of those escapades, unfortunately. But yeah, so what I've been trying to say for nigh on 20 fucking minutes now. Yeah, so I don't go back and watch any of my old stuff because I know it's bad. I know it's bad, and I don't want to. And listening to me from 16 years ago. I already checked all these, right? Like, I for sure... Actually, I don't think I checked all these. I'm gonna be real. Listening to me from 16 years ago, man, it pisses me off. Like, I hate listening to myself from 16 years ago. That kid probably needed to be medicated, but he got it figured out. Thank God. Thank God for the both of us. He managed to figure it the fuck out. But there was once upon a time. This never made it to YouTube, but it was back around that same time, 15, 16, 17 years ago, somewhere around there. Somebody forgot what's up with Met Ghosts. Guess we'll check it out. We got into a little spat at lunchtime at school. No, I guess it couldn't have been because this happened in July. I know for a fact it happened in July. But I got into, I don't remember how the bet came about, but a little argument was had about how long it would take to beat Oblivion, right? And I said that Oblivion could be beaten, and I meant the main questline, the main game. Oblivion could be beaten in under 24 hours. I was like, easy peasy. I was like, I could totally do that. And there was a pushback, and they're like, nuh-uh. No, you don't. And me and one of my best friends, been best oldest friend, been friends since 4th grade. Nate, used to hang out with him all the fucking time. One of the ones I started my original YouTube channel with. Way back when. Back when YouTube first hit the scene, really. Just about. He came over to my house, hung out all day, and we were like, alright, we're gonna do this. We're gonna stay up all night, and I'm gonna beat Oblivion in 24 hours. I got from midnight to midnight. And I don't know why, I just got the heebie-jeebies. I really did. For some reason, I just got the weird, like, heebie-jeebies. Like I'm being watched. I know that I'm live streaming, but it's something different. I don't know why I just got that feeling. That's so weird. Oh, level 2 hazard. Hang on. Alright, legitimately, hang on. Nope, that's not the one. That's not the one. This is the one, right? Oh my goodness. No, that's not the one. What the hell? My God, there. Jeez Louise. I'm so bad at this. Yeah, I'm actually gonna be right back. Hang on. There we go. Okay. I literally went and got my phone so I could check my security camera. Because where my office is situated, like, you come in the house, go in the kitchen, come down the hall. It's like at the end of the house. And there's like a side yard over here. It's like the side yard, and there's like a shed and all this shit. But I got one of my security cameras over here that watches this side. So that I got basically the way I've got it set up, I've got security cameras so I can see, if I pull them up, I can see pretty much all the way around my house. All corners, all angles. And for some reason, I just got like the heebie-jeebies, so I literally went and got my phone so I could check my security cam. I didn't see nothing on any of the cameras, so I guess I'm just being fucking paranoid for no reason. I did, though. I thought I was gonna check that security cam and see some fucking creature from Courage the Cowardly Dog or something. I don't know. King Ramses, the man in gauze. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, okay. So, I gotta do this really quick. It's probably gonna be turning insignia. Yeah, turning insignia. Yeah. Gothis colony, pretty cool. Yep, whatever. Back in here before I die. Yeah, so a bet was made. I said that Oblivion could be beat in 24 hours. And I meant the main quest line, and I don't think anybody at the time misunderstood that, but we'll get there. So me and Nate got ready, and we were like, every hour, because there was a Facebook group that so forever ago, when all right. Hang on, there will come a point of all this. So, first YouTube channel, well, technically my second YouTube channel, but the first one that was 100% mine, doing my own thing, started by me and Nate in like 2009. And I've told this story before, plenty of times. But it started by me and Nate in 2009. It was the height of Jackass's popularity. You know, Bam Margera, Johnny Knoxville, Steve-O, all of them. And, 2009, I would have been in in ninth grade. So I was, pretty much just starting high school. I would have been freshman in high school. And me and Nate were like, oh yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to do stunts and whatnot. No, we were... that never went anywhere. It's a good thing it never went anywhere, because we absolutely would have fucking killed ourselves on accident. But luckily, we were, or at least I was. I'm not even going to be ashamed to admit it at this point, because I'm almost 32 and I don't care anymore. I was a massive pussy. So I was like, I was good at trying to get other people to do dumb shit, but I was like, I don't want to do that, man. That's pretty scary. But yeah, that never went anywhere. And that turned into us just uploading just a bunch of random bullshit, whatever we felt like. I had this crappy handheld camcorder, and it was objectively a crappy handheld camcorder, but I loved it at the time that I got it, because I had amazing parents, and even though they didn't get it, and my dad was definitely like, this is a massive waste of time, I was like, I want a video camera for Christmas. So they got me a video camera, which, yeah, I don't even think it was I don't think my parents are gonna buy me like $1,000 camera in fucking 2009, 2010. But I don't even think it was necessarily like a budget thing. They got me a little handheld camcorder that had all of the bells and whistles that I requested, so I can't even be upset. But yeah, I had this. I think the highest resolution it recorded in was like 480p, but I recorded everything with that stupid camera, like everything and anything. I think this is where there was some geth. And we still wanted to do the stupid like jackass stuff. And then there was some times, because this is around the time of Call of Duty World at War, Modern Warfare 2, and the first Black Ops, right? So we would do a sort of a dark side fill. Not even just dark side fill, that was just the meta back then in the early days of Let's Playing, before Let's Plays were even really a thing, where excuse me, one of us would shakily record the television screen, and the other one would be doing whatever. And that went on for a long time, where we just did whatever we wanted. I uploaded just the most random bullshit. Every single video, absolute garbage. Every single one. Culminating in that stupid fucking video, why the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion sucks. And that one popped off. Quality did not improve, but my my ego and my fucking spurgness, again at the risk of being offensive, did. And then at some point, I looked at what other people were doing, did the bare minimum amount of research into it. And by that time, I had started hanging out with Josh, and I was like, hey, I think we can make this like an actual Let's Play channel. So we changed the name of the channel. The channel was named ZOMGWTF Productions, because every fucking channel we made had productions at the end of it. And I don't know why. I don't know why we decided that was the meta, but that's what we was doing. But we changed it from that to was originally called Xsanity. And that was going to be our show that we did. But I had a capture card that I could use. I had an understanding of how to use it. I had an understanding of how to basically like sync up video and audio. It was all super rudimentary, but I could do it. The only problem was the microphone we had was dog shit. So we recorded 5 episodes of Left 4 Dead 2, and they actually got, for like a fucking nonsense channel, right? Like with, I don't think we had like 20 subs. So like with under 20 subscribers, those videos got anywhere between 200 to 500 views, which would have been spectacular if the audio hadn't have been shit. I will always believe, if I hadn't have been a dumbass and would have just like listened, like actually listened to the garbage. Oh, this is one of them, thank God. Like, even back then I would have been like, oh, this is you found one of Matriarch Gilnaga's writings on this body. It's possible the writings came from the nearby ruins. Yeah, it's possible, but what do we need to go to the nearby ruins for, right? I don't think this debris is going to be anything. I don't know what this hidden structure is. And I don't care. We're gonna... Nope, not what I wanted. We're gonna bail out. But I always say, I was like, man, we could have done it. We could have taken off. We could have been something. We could have beat the Game Grumps at their own game. Grumps. But, it didn't happen. And I 110% take the blame for that. But anyways. Where was I going with all this? What started all this? Amazon? I was already here. I was already here at the Voyager cluster. Go to the Attica Beta. Check the Hercules system. We're getting lucky. We need one more matriarch rating, and then we can go to Vermeer. I do still intend to beat this game tonight. So, we're going for it. Can I land here? I bet one of the things I need is there. Check these last two planets. Yeah, we'll land there. We'll land there and see. Jesus, I sure do love to yap about nothing, don't I? So yeah, me and Josh were like, alright, we're gonna turn this into a Let's Play channel. And, obviously, it did eventually get a better mic. We came up with a solution. A solution we had before I got an actual decent microphone. Again, from my amazing parents, for my birthday. Again. We just rigged a fucking Turtle Beach headset into the setup. And, used that down to Recon Probe. No, anomaly is definitely what I want. Yes. And that was our mic. The very first video on this channel, White Noise, was actually recorded with the original setup. I had some capture card. The brand name on it was Dazzle. It was like a white capture card where I had to get a bunch of adapters, right? Because it was AV only. It wasn't even HD. And I had to get 3 different splitters to, like, I couldn't, I probably, if you put a gun to my head, I couldn't tell you how to hook that up. But I remember that I had to get 3 different splitters, right, to make it work. Because I had 3 AV ports on the front of the capture card. And I had to get 3 splitters with 1 male in and 2 female ends to plug I forgot why I needed that. I forgot what the setup was, but it was to plug some amount of AV cables into. It was, I know what it was. Yeah, it was so you could plug AV cables from the TV into the capture card, and then from the console into the capture card, and then it would convert it all into one. Yeah, okay. I remember now. Oh, is this the thing? Did I even go talk to the, to the consort? Because I'm pretty sure this is where that thing that the consort gives you comes into play. Pretty sure. Or not. It is. Okay, it is. Examining the strange Prothean artifact reveals a small, irregularly shaped slot on the underside. It looks as if it looks as if some would fit some kind of oddly shaped key or trinket. But where such an object could be found is a mystery you are unlikely to ever solve. So yeah, that thing that the consort gives you, if you do the consort missions for, like if you get the general to stop spreading lies about her, and then the Elcor diplomat to stop doing whatever he's doing, she gives you a random trinket, and it goes here. This is where you use it, in case anybody was ever curious about that. And I don't have that, so that's just what that is. It's been like an hour and I have not gotten to the point. I haven't gotten to the point of why I hate listening to old recordings of myself, because I know that I was a... What's up with it? Okay, it's just an email. I was like, what's up with it? Do not be my security camera, I will shit. Yeah, Caspian sounds promising. But yeah, so White Noise, very first video on the channel, was recorded with that fucking jerry-rigged ass setup. And then all of the episodes of Mario Party 7 were... I don't remember what the first videos recorded with my Elgato capture card were, but I know that those were the first... Oh, please. Nope, just heavy metal, damn it. I know those were the first videos recorded with my new microphone, which was just a blue snowball. Nope, heavy metal. Good old blue snowball microphone. I don't care what anybody says. Like, people like to shit all over the blue microphones. And... Turn insignia, damn it. And I don't know why, I don't get it. They are great budget microphones. Like, I don't get... People need to get off their fucking high horse. Like, legitimately. I will die on the hill of defending... Like, can you get a better quality mic? Yes, absolutely. But if you're on a budget and just need a decent mic, fucking blue Yeti, blue snowball, 100%. 100% the way to go. 110%. Don't ever let anybody tell you that they're not. But anyways, all of that to say, so me and Josh did that. That would have been like around 2012, somewhere in there. Fast forward to the end of 2013, 2014, starting college. I'm doing the college thing. I'm living in a dorm now. Josh is doing, his thing. And I start hanging out with two guys named Joseph and Devin a lot more, which we did record stuff, but I don't know what. Oh my good lordy!
Guess we don't have to worry about looking for survivors.
Yeah, I mean when you put it that way. But I started recording stuff with them for a little bit, and that might have been before the new mic. My timelines are all fucked up. I don't know, when did the PS4 come out? Because it was around the time that the PS4 came out. So... Because there's exactly one video on this channel with them in it. Even though none of us even talk anymore. But nobody has ever said, hey, get rid of that video, so I ain't gonna. But yeah, it's a PS4 unboxing. Which I was still a little spurgy in that one. Man, that's super offensive, but I can't think of any other way to describe it. Anyways, all of that to say, Jesus fucking Christ, that Devin was the one that was like, oh, no, you can't beat it in 24 hours. And I was like, yeah, I can. And there was a fucking Facebook group, some weird, like, video game-centric Facebook group that I think Joseph had started. And we were, me and Devin and a bunch of other people were all in this Facebook group, and I was like, oh, Nate's going to come over, and we're going to do this, and we're going to record an update video every hour and upload it to Facebook, to that Facebook group. And for some reason, even though that would have been like, I don't even know, that would have been easily like 13 years ago, 11, 12, 13 years ago, somewhere in there. Facebook has randomly decided to start having these videos pop up in my memories, even though I don't actually have access to the group anymore. Like, I don't know who does. I wouldn't know how to get access to it. But yeah, I literally cannot access the group anymore. I've tried, but when the videos pop up in my like notifications as like a memory, then I can watch them. It lets me watch them there, and I can actually download them from there too. And I've been doing that because I don't know if I'll get them all because it's fucking popping up out of order for some reason. But I've been rewatching those and just thinking like, man, I was so fucking awful. I was so annoying.
According to the log files, the ship was out near the Perseus Vale. Looks like they found some kind of alien artifact. They brought it on board, and then... This is really weird, Shepard. They plotted a course straight into the Perseus Vale, like they wanted the Geth to find them.
That artifact must have done something to them. Why else would someone fly into Geth space?
The entries don't make a lot of sense after that. It's like the captain's mind was falling apart. I don't see anything about how they got back into human territory.
The Geth turned them into husks and left the ship where someone would find it, trying to show us what happens to anyone who goes into the Veil.
Yeah, whatever. It don't matter. Hey, it ain't no thing. But yeah, just sitting there and rewatching them, like, I'm conflicted because like I listen to myself, and like I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I did some kind of fucking, like, I guess so I do have a bit of a lisp, and it doesn't really come through a lot of the time because I never did any, because it was never like anything super big. You can kind of hear it a little bit when I say like S words, because there's like a bit of a whistle there, like a bit of like you can kind of hear it. Here I'll say my least favorite. I just turned right around, went back in a circle. I'll say my least favorite word, and it'll really come across. My least favorite word because it really makes it come across. One of my least favorite words is wasps. Because you can really kind of hear it there. Anytime I say the word wasps, I do not like the word wasps. So I do got a bit of a thing, and but it was never like super like bad where I needed like voice. Did I fucking do it again? How the fuck do I get out of here? Help me, God. Help me get out of here, please, I'm trapped. Can I just hit F and go back to the Normandy? No, of course I fucking can't. Alright, well. Ain't no fucking way I'm gonna get turned around a third time. We're gonna go this way. And then we're gonna go this way. And then we're gonna go this way. And then it go this way. Robert, it goes down. This is out, right? Okay, thank God. I was gonna shit if that was the fucking cockpit again. But yeah, so it was just kind of a thing that I didn't even really notice about myself. It got pointed out. I know there were when I made that stupid Oblivion video, there were, because you know how people are, especially people that have the what's the word? The what is the word? The benefit of anonymity. You know, they can hide behind a keyboard and be reasonably sure that nobody's ever going to figure out who they are. It'll bring out the worst in people. We've all seen it. You spend any amount of time on the internet, you've seen it. So I was subjected, which maybe I did it to myself. I don't know, but I don't like when people
Looks like
are
we've
like,
got an active distress beacon on the planet below, Commander. No message, just a locator signal.
yeah, okay, we'll check it out. I don't like when people are like, oh, I just don't know what keeps happening to me. And, like, people are like, oh, it's your personality. Because, like, valid perhaps, but that's always just seemed so fucked up to me. I know I'm getting off track again, but that's always seemed... Oh, sweet. I don't even have to land on that planet. Thank you, God. Alright, scans of Pataiton revealed a strange unmanned vessel in orbit around the planet. Tally brought it on board and determined it was a Sauri-made but very old. She discovered several ancient artifacts inside the vessel, including one of Matriarch Delanaga's writings. Alright, so we're gonna go to Vermeer now. And then we're gonna double check that that is all of Matriarch Delanaga's writings. But yeah, even if that is valid, that just feels like say somebody's getting, like, I don't know, harassed or bullied or what at work or whatever, what have you, yada yada yada. And somebody's like, I just don't get it. I don't get what I'm doing wrong. I don't get why they're treating me like this. And you just hit them with the, oh, it's your personality. Like, that's, even if that is valid, like, there are better ways to say it. You can tell them specifically what about their personality. Just be like, all right, do you want the truth? And if they say yes, you can be something like, sometimes you come across just a little bit abrasive. You know, something like that. Something constructive. But people will be like, it's like, well, it's your personality, to be fair. And that is, like, such a fucked up thing to say, right? Because that doesn't offer, like, any kind of, like, solution or constructive criticism, basically. That's just basically being like, I don't understand why people keep fucking, when I'm walking down the street, they're driving, big puddle, I don't understand why they pull over and splash water on me. And you look at that person, you go, oh, it's your fault. It's your fault. It's because you suck. It's your personality. Everybody hates you, so it's your fault, basically. Like, it keeps happening, and it's your fault. Like, that's the vibe. That's the message when you tell somebody, oh, it's your personality. That's just being like, oh, it's your fault. All shit that happens to you, that's your fault, really. I don't even actually like you. Yeah, like, you fucking suck. I hate you. Like, you see what I mean? Like, that's the vibe that comes across. But I've heard so many people say it, like, to other people, and just, like, in passing, like, people I know say it to other people I know. I've been, like, walking down the street or, like, walking through the store, and I've heard strangers say it to other strangers on the phone, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Why is that like an acceptable go-to? But anyways, all that to say, I was subjected to a lot of shit. Oh yeah, I didn't even check the thing I was gonna check. Back in the day. Should be. Where the fuck is it? I know I got them all. Almost got all the everything, really. Damn. Alright, well, I know I got them all. I just want to see it. Yeah, here it is. Collection complete. Sorry, writings. Good. Alright, so we are going to Vermeer, baby. Done everything that I needed to do. Now we can just go to Vermeer. But, yeah, so I was subjected to a lot of dumb bullshit. back in the day, Cassette Oblivion video. One of the things was people really latched onto and targeted my lisp, and so
Commander, I'm reading a signal. Must be our Solarian.
later in life, when I got closer to
Drop the Mako. We'll go in hot and take them out.
I'll get you in underneath their radar, Commander. You've got a clean drop, Commander.
Stay out of range and continue evasive maneuvers until I bring those AA towers down.
I know the drill. Meet you at the camp once those towers are offline. Joker out.
Vermeyer's my favorite fucking level in like any Mass Effect. Period. Like this setting goes so fucking hard, dude. Like they hit you with the fucking like tropical beach planet, right? And then you turn around and this just has final confrontation written all over it. Like the actual final battle on the Citadel is cool, but this is cooler. Excuse me. Try not to kill any of these goofy little crab creatures. But later in life, when my voice deepened a bit, I started being like, I'm gonna speak slower and with purpose, so that I can get my lisp under control. And that's why because probably like a bunch of people my age, because it was just the era, right? I had thought a little bit about possibly like doing some voice acting, and for a little bit as a kid I took singing lessons. This didn't really pan out, but I thought about like, I was like, man, maybe I should get back into that. But before I like did any of that, I made the conscious decision to change the way I speak. I was like, I'm gonna get this lisp under control. That'll fucking show them. So out of spite, without going to like any kind of speech therapy or anything, I was just like, nah, I got this. I can do this on my own. And that's why I kind of speak with like a monotone, you know? Like I have like a super neutral accent, I feel. Like I don't, maybe, I don't know, I haven't spent a lot of time in like the Pacific Northwest or like the West Coast or anything like that, so maybe maybe I've got one of them accents, I don't know. I got told I'd sound like Jack Black once. That was pretty cool. Or I guess at least speak like Jack Black. I don't know. But anyways, my desire to get my lisp under control as an adult yielded my way of speaking and my accent and everything that I have now. Which I know I don't have the deepest voice in the world, and I don't give a fuck about that. But I don't have like any pitch like whatsoever. Like I can't, my voice can't go super low. Yeah, like it really can't. And my voice certainly can't go very high. Like that's garbage, right? And it's just kind of, I just kind of got like the one thing going on, the one vibe. But as a result, unless you already know about it, or you're like really listening for it, like maybe you are a speech therapist and you're like, hey, wait a minute, I have successfully hidden away my lisp. But it has resulted in this monotonous way of speaking that I have. don't remember what started this conversation or where I was going with it, but here we are. Oh, yeah, I remember where I was going with that now. But back then, it's like now if you watch my videos, it's like I'm doing now. I've got, like, sometimes I get a little excited, and you can hear in a, when I, like, yell, sometimes the lisp comes through a little bit, and usually my voice will crack, because I don't know if I've done perfect. Yeah, that's English. My voice or like what, but if my voice does have a tendency to crack if I raise it, which you can hear in a couple videos. I think there's one specific. I think it might be one of the most recent Oblivion videos. I don't know. Where whichever one it is, I wander into like there's like a ghost in like a horse stable, right? The stable right outside Breville. And I see it, and I wander into it, because obviously that's the most interesting thing happening, so I'm going to go check it out. And I hop the fence, kill the ghost or the phantom or the wraith or whatever, and then this guard comes running out of left field and says, "Stop, you violated the law." And I exclaim, "What the fuck are you talking about?" But the way I do it,
Big gun. Hope we can find the off button.
my voice goes up a couple octaves, and you can hear it. You can hear it crack. Like that's the best example I can think of, right off the top of my head, to give an example of what I mean. So if you just wanna, excuse me, see what I'm on about, then that video will should give you an idea. Running out of space for things, but this is where the good shit is on Vermeer. Open the gate. Sorry, turn that off.
I'm reading that the grid is down, Commander. On approach to the Solarian base now. Out.
Ready to go, Shepard.
But yeah, so that's how my voice is now. And you can hear it kind of evolving if you watch the earlier videos on this channel and just kind of go through to today. You can see me like actively, like you can hear me actively working on getting to where I am, right? Which has probably it kind of killed the whole voice acting thing, and definitely killed the whole singing thing. I got no fucking range, and I'll probably never have any range. Fuck, that scene goes so hard. Seeing the Normandy fly over like that. But what am I stuck on? What the hell am I stuck on? I can't even get out of the Mako. Yes, I can. Where did the Mako go? It's back there. Fascinating. Why did the Mako... Okay, whatever. That's fine. I don't care. Deal with these doofuses. The fucking Spectre weapons are so overpowered. They're like either those or the Russian sounding ones. I probably have one in my inventory. Okay, apparently I do not. Gotta have one somewhere. Yeah. These ones. The ones by Rosenkopf Materials. So, like, the Rosenkopf Material ones and the Spectre Master Gear ones are one of those. Either the Spectre Master Gear or the Rosenkopf Material are a necessity for insane difficulty. For the harder difficulties, especially insane difficulty. And they are absolute overkill on normal difficulty.
That's it. Nothing between us and the Solarian camp now.
Yep, nothing between us and the Solarian camp now, for sure. Am I gonna go back and get the Mako? I don't know why it went all the way over there. I feel like I could just walk. Because like Rex said, nothing between us and the Solarian camp now. And I'm worried, because the Mako literally got stuck on like nothing, right? I'm worried if I touch the Mako that something bad will happen, so I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna walk. No, I'm not. I'll go get the Mako. That's gonna take too long. I'll go get the Mako. I don't care. But anyways, yeah, you can hear. Jesus Christ! I thought Shepard was getting stuck now. Like from if you just pick like random videos out, like based on like when they were uploaded, it's like go back like year to year. You can see where my voice is changing from whatever the hell I was doing to this weird monotone thing I've got going on. This neutral accent, this true neutral, true neutral voice. But
Commander, Normandy's
way
touched
back
down at the
when,
base, but it looks like we're grounded.
when I was in like high school and I would do this stuff, which I guess everybody does this. They overproject because it's a known thing, right? People that are in theater when they're like green, so to speak, they'll do it too, because there's a difference. There's a difference between like acting and acting, you know. And when people are green, they'll do a lot of acting. And it's no different for this crap. You'll do some heavy projection,
so what are we
but
supposed to do now?
Stay put until we can come up with a
I
plan.
did some like weird goofy ass voice that I couldn't reproduce if you put a gun to my head. And just listening to it in old videos that I don't even have publicly available anymore just like makes my skin crawl. I want to reach through the computer monitor and punch that little asshole. Like, to be like, what the hell are you doing, kid? What is that? Stop it. Be normal. Just grab him and shake him. Be normal.
I'm Captain Kirahi, 3rd Infiltration Regiment STG. You and your crew have just landed in the middle of a hot zone. Every
That's
AA
fine.
gun within 10 miles has been alerted to your presence.
What are we supposed to do in the meantime?
We stay put until the council
Shut the
sends
hell
the
up.
reinforcements we requested.
We are the
In your
reinforcements.
chair. Less squeaky.
You're all they
More
sent.
comfortable.
I told the council to send a fleet.
Yeah, hang on. I'll get to responding to you in a second. Pouring the last of my beverage into this cup is more important. There's no way this stays in the trash can if I throw it to the trash can. Knew it. Knew it. I knew it. I'm all you get, bud.
We couldn't understand your transmission. They sent me to investigate.
That is a repetition of our task. I lost half my men investigating this place.
So what have you found?
Saren's base of operations. He set up a research facility here, but it's crawling with Geth and very well fortified.
Is he here? Have you seen him?
No, but his Geth are everywhere, and we've intercepted some comms referring to Saren. This is his facility, there's no doubt about that.
What's Saren researching?
He's using the facility to breed an army of Krogan.
How is that possible?
I hope I don't have to kill Rex.
Apparently,
I
Saren
don't
has
think I
discovered
do.
a cure for the genophage.
I don't think I do. I think I'm good. But
What's so important about curing this genophage?
hopefully I don't have to kill
It was the
Rex.
solution to the Krogan problem.
We introduced the genophage to the Krogan population after the uprising, to quell their numbers. Without it, the Krogan will quickly overrun the galaxy.
Sorry, I haven't eaten
And these
since
Krogan follow Saren.
4. Just some crackers. Here, I'll... Just so you don't gotta listen to me chew. My bad. We'll just listen to the dialogue. It's fine.
The Geth are bad enough, but a Krogan army, he'd be almost unstoppable.
Exactly my thoughts. We must ensure that this facility and its secrets are destroyed.
Destroyed? I don't think so. Our people are dying. This cure can save them.
If that cure leaves this planet, the Krogan will become unstoppable. We can't make the same mistake again.
We are not a mistake.
Is he going to be a problem? We already have enough angry Krogan to deal with.
Don't worry about it, Captain.
I do worry. That's why I'm still alive. Why don't you go talk to the Krogan? My men and I need some time to come up with a new plan of attack. In the meantime, if you need any supplies, you can talk to Commander Rentola. He's in one of the tents nearby.
Looks like things are a bit of a mess.
Yeah. I wouldn't be so worried if it wasn't for Rex. He looks like he's gonna blow a gasket.
Just drop it. He'll be fine.
If you say so. But I'm gonna keep my eye on him, if it's all the same to you.
Watch how quickly everybody turns on Rex. After everything we've all been through together.
The upcoming battle frightens me, but I know Saren must be stopped. The Krogan seems very upset.
Not even gonna use his name. Just gonna call him the Krogan.
These Solarians are willing to die to stop Saren, and so am I.
Chill out, Telly. I think Garrus still uses his name.
I'm concerned about Rex. Can we still trust him?
But still, it's like...
With all these defenses, Saren must be hiding something big.
It's like, I don't trust him.
It won't be an easy fight, but we're ready when you are.
I don't like how Rex is behaving. He's really on edge.
I don't like the looks Rex keeps throwing at you. Watch yourself.
Caden's the only real one. I'll wander over here and talk to Liara, see what she has to say about Rex.
I'm worried that Rex's allegiance to you may be waning.
Okay. Alright, I thought they were all a lot worse. But I guess it's really just Tally. Doesn't even use your name, bud.
This isn't right, Shepard. If there's a cure for the genophage, we can't destroy it.
Man, I hope I don't have to kill you here.
This has to be done.
That's gonna throw a
Saren's the
big
enemy,
fucking
not
wrench
me.
into everything.
Really? Saren created a cure for my people. You want to destroy it. Help me out here, Shepard. The lines between friend and foe are getting a little blurry from where I stand.
I don't care what your personal feelings are. This base gets destroyed.
Don't push me, Shepard. I followed you because I wanted to fight for something more than credits. I've been loyal to you so far. Hell, you did more for me than my family ever did. But if I'm going to keep following you, I need to know we're doing it for the right reasons.
All you need to know is that I'm giving you an order to fall in line.
So that's it. All this time, and that's all I get from you. How can you not see what this means to the Krogan? This base can't be destroyed. I won't allow it.
Oh, thank God I don't have to kill you.
Saren doesn't care about these Krogan. They're tools, puppets. He'll destroy them as soon as they're no longer useful to him. Is that what you want for your people?
No, we were tools for the Council once. To thank us as for wiping out the Rachni, they neutered us all. I doubt Saren will be as generous. All right, Shepard. You've made your point. I don't like this, but I trust you enough to follow your lead. Just one thing. When we find Saren, I want his head. We're doing this. Let me go.
Alright. Excellent. Didn't have to kill Rex. That's going to make things so much easier in Mass Effect 3.
Thank you for speaking with the Krogan.
Whenever
the
we
assault
get
on Saren's
there.
base will be difficult enough as it is.
I assume that means you've come up with a plan.
Of sorts. We can convert our ship's drive system into a 20-kiloton ordnance. Crude, but effective.
Nice. Drop that nuke from orbit, and Saren can kiss his Turian ass goodbye.
Unfortunately, the facility is too well fortified for that. We'll need to place the bomb at a precise location.
Where do we take the nuke? And how do we get there?
The bomb must be taken to the far side of the facility. Your ship can drop it off, but we'll need to infiltrate the base, disable the AA guns, and pacify any ground forces first.
You want us to go in on foot? We don't have enough men.
Good. I prefer a straight fight anyway.
It won't be that simple. We just don't have the numbers to meet them head on. I'm going to divide my men into 3 teams and hit the front of the facility. While we've got their attention, you can sneak your shadow team in the back.
I just hope you survive long enough to be useful.
We're tougher than we look, Commander. But it's true. I don't expect many of us will make it out alive. And that makes what I'm going to ask even more difficult. I need one of your men to accompany me, to help coordinate the teams.
I don't make a habit of placing my people under someone else's command.
I understand, but this mission is too important for personal preferences to get in the way.
He's right, Commander. We can't do this without both teams at their best. I volunteer.
Not so fast, LT. Commander Shepard will need you to arm the nuke. I'll go with the Solarians.
With all due respect, Gunnery Chief, it's not your place to decide.
Why is it that whenever someone says, with all due respect, they really mean kiss my ass?
This is my decision, not yours.
Either of these two will do, Commander. Both seem willing to sacrifice their lives if necessary, though if we are lucky, such sacrifices won't be required.
Williams, you'll accompany the captain. No heroics, understood?
Aye, aye, Commander.
I will have the ordnance loaded onto the Normandy and brief your crew on its detonation sequencing. Do you have any questions before we go, Commander?
I'm ready when you are, Captain.
Excellent. Then if you'll excuse me, I need to prepare my men.
Well,
here comes one of the best speeches in
Don't
the
leave you
game.
stick on gone, LT.
In the series, even.
Me too, Commander.
We'll be fine. You'll see.
Yeah, good luck.
It's a dangerous situation. Keep your eyes open and be ready for anything.
You bet, Commander.
Good
You all
old
know
hold the
mission and
line.
what is at stake. I have come to trust each of you with my life, but I have also heard murmurs of discontent. I share your concerns. We are trained for espionage. We would be legends, but the records are sealed. Glorying in battle is not our way. Think of our heroes. The Silent Step, who defeated a nation with a single shot. Or the Ever Alert, who kept armies at bay with hidden facts. These giants do not seem to give us solace here, but they are not all that we are. Before the network, there was the fleet. Before diplomacy, there were soldiers. Our influence stopped the Rachni, but before that, we held the line. Our influence stopped the Krogan, but before that, we held the line. Our influence will stop Saren. In the battle today, we will hold the line. Good luck, Commander. I hope we will meet again.
Alright, so obviously we're taking Rex and Tally. Obviously.
Com check. Do you read me, Commander?
Man, the human armor in Mass Effect 1 looked so freaking lame. Even the N7 armor, really. The heavy armor was alright, but like the light armor and the medium armor was mid in my opinion.
It's fine. Let's move.
Good. We'll start our push. We'll try to make it to the AA guns, but it might be up to you to finish the job. And Commander, if you see any way to undermine their defenses, we could definitely use the help.
Right, so I think...
Shadow is on the ground. Repeat, Shadow is on the ground. Chief Williams, lead your team. Manova, stay on your team. Move. Time to get some attention.
Manova is under coordinated crossfire. Check for long-range turrets helping the guest target.
If I'm remembering... I know I gotta hit all 3 little outposts to help keep Kirahi alive. But I want to say it's also, like... It's also an issue of, like, timing. Like, you gotta move fast enough and also just, like, do all this nonsense. Or else Kirahi, shoot, dies. Fuck. I did absolutely just go shoot and then fuck. Why not? Why not? Who cares? Where's the next one? Right, so I'm gonna mark it, but I literally have to go through it to get to, right, space is storm, whatever. Literally have to go through it to get where I'm going, so...
We're targeting. We got a shot. Chief Williams, take the heat off Manavai.
Alright, the music kicks in. Yep. This isn't going to be too difficult. Like I said, it's on normal difficulty, but at this point in the game, with the gear we've got, especially the Spectre Master gear, and I could probably even get, like... I probably got better upgrades in my inventory that I'm not even utilizing right now, but... We're basically unstoppable. We're a little bit of a glass cannon, but as long as we keep an eye on the...
Watch for comm stations. Williams, can you see anything?
Don't worry, I got this one. Luckily, their satellite uplink was made of paper mache. As long as you keep an eye on your on your shields, then you're good. I do need to mark that refueling station, or I will fuck it up. And I will need to be a little bit careful at the refueling station, because when you fire a shot and they all turn towards you, they can mess you up pretty quick if you're not careful. I have learned that the hard way many a time. I'm glad that guy just stood there and just took that. That was pretty cool of him. I was always confused on if Saren built this place or, like, found it. Yeah, see? Normally blowing up that propane tank gets them all, but like I said, if you're not... Cool. If you're not careful, they'll mess you up fast. It's because I didn't get both propane tanks is what it was. Oh well. It's absolutely not propane. It could be. I don't know. Maybe they still use propane in the far off year of 21 whatever, whenever this game takes place. $2170 something, I think.
Air threat has not materialized. We may be getting some help from Shadow.
Well, if they just have Like, I get it, it's the Krogan or whatever, like, charging at you. And I know they just use the same, like, speed that Shepard has, basically, I feel like.
Hold the line.
Sweet. I have almost reached the item limit, though, so that is potentially a problem. But yeah, when the Krogan just straight up, like, run up to you, like, if this pillar is me, when they just run up to you and, like, hug you like this, like, I don't know why BioWare looked at that and was like, oh yeah, that's fine, leave that in. Don't tweak that, don't tweak that at all, just leave that the way it is. That's fine, that's fair and balanced. I guess objectively it never really becomes a problem, but, like, I don't know, I think I would have given that one another pass.
We've got access to base security. We can cut the alarms from here, maybe even trigger alarms on the far side of the base. It'll clear the guards out for us, but they might be too much for the Solarian teams to handle.
Nah.
Just disable the alarms. We can handle any guards inside.
I don't want to get Kirihī killed. Yeah. Right, if I could aim, it'd be golden. Owie. I got boo-boos. So let's see, there is... Sorry, I'm trying to... Alright, well he went down like a bitch. That's what I'm saying. You can get super overpowered. So... Sorry, intel report. Does this matter? What even is this? I don't remember. No, it's just experience, just stuff to add to the codex. Gotcha.
Hello? Is someone out there?
So I guess I gotta go down and help.
Give a little ground, Williams. We don't want them to bunker up. Draw them out.
I go down and help them, that one guy, not even them, just that one guy. Which I think is, is it this way? What is this way? Right, so this is not the one, but it is a one.
What do you want? I told you everything.
Yeah, there's this guy. Yeah.
Alliance, right? I knew someone would come. It tried to break me, but it couldn't. I shut it out.
Nobody's going anywhere till I get some answers.
Private Mano Savat of the 3rd Infiltration Regiment STG, sir. Captured well on reconnaissance 6 days ago. Glad to answer, sir. Never any questions from these bastards. Just whispers and poking and cutting. I'd have said anything to get out and get some payback. That's not too much to ask, is it? A little payback?
What do they do to you, soldier?
Experiments, but I don't know what for. The effect of incessant whispering on my shortening temper? Who knows? I just need out.
Something's not right here, Shepard.
He's not part of the mission.
No. I need to get out. This room is too small and it keeps talking and I really want to get out of here and get some work done. I need to get out. Let me out.
I can't take that chance.
Can't take that chance. No chance. I need to do what it says. I have to. Let me out. Let me out! Let me out! Let me out!
That was fun. Alright, now to go actually let the other guy out, because he's still got his faculties. We'll let him out, and then we'll shoot the rest of his squad. Yeah, that's the road we're gonna take for sure. Yeah, this guy.
Well, you're not a Gath, and you're not wearing a lab coat. I guess I'm glad to see you. Lieutenant Gonto Imnes of the 3rd Infiltration Regiment, captured during recon. I assume the fleet was called in to destroy the base?
Everyone here is indoctrinated. You might be working for Saren.
My whole team was altered, but I was left alone as a control subject. I still have my senses, although I almost wish I didn't. I watched good people reduced to mindless husks. There wasn't anything left. Others died during the experiments. I envy them.
Do you know anything about the experiments they were conducting?
They were studying indoctrination. Symptoms, progress. Saren uses it to control his people, but I don't think he fully understands it. I don't know much else. I just saw what it did to the others. Turned them into empty husks. I can't end up like that, please. Let me out.
I'm opening your cell, but then you're on your own.
Don't look back and hope to outrun the blast, A better chance than I had before you showed up. Thank you, human. And good luck. You'll need it.
How does he know that there's going to be a blast?
These look
I mean, this whole thing is a blast. We're having a blast, but...
No, this is no way to treat a prisoner. Kill them, sure, but to leave them like this...
Yeah, you got a point,
Better to
Rex.
die than to live like this.
It's all we can do for them.
Well, I'm glad we're all on the same page. All right. Moving on. All right. Yes, I need the elevator. Oh, fuck me. I know I named this one Finishing Mass Effect, but I always forget about Ilos. I always forget about Ilos. Well, that's just uncool.
What is going on here? Where are the guards? Where is Saren? No. Stay back. This is important work. This is the glorious salvation of my species. You will not destroy the work we have started.
Yep, okay. That was the... Is there anything on the other side of this room? I don't think I've ever checked. A medical station, easy decryption. So is this worth it? Or, like, what's up with it? Not really, I don't think. Do I got anything? Oh, God. Oh, God, why did I do that? I knew better. Oh, I knew better. Oh, my God, I knew better. Holy shit. Alright, fuck, why did I do that? Let's get lucky on this game. Sovereign controlled Saren. Got stuck on a wall in part 2 of the fight after the cutscene. Nice. Man. Tungsten rounds can reduce to Omnigel. Tungsten rounds can reduce to Omnigel. Snowblind rounds. Oh man. I'm gonna have to reduce all of this to Omnigel, aren't I? Because I'm a dumbass. Ah, damn it. Damn it, damn it. I can get rid of one of the high explosive rounds. Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. I don't even use any of that stuff myself. I do, but I shouldn't. I guess I can. Oh man, Mercenary I think is better than Ursa. Oh my god, I'm just gonna have to reduce it all. Oh my god. I shouldn't have clicked on equipment in the tab because I knew I was close to the limit. I knew I was close to the limit of 300, and I was gonna get rid of some stuff in here or see like what I had going on, and instead do I have better polonium rounds in here somewhere? No. Nope. I would have, but I had to reduce them to... Could do high explosive rounds and just completely fuck up my my heat generation. That'd be funny. I won't do that though. Rail extension and kinetic coil. Do I have a better rail extension? I got frictionless materials. No, I don't want to do that. I don't even use the thorium grenades because my game is bugged and it won't add to the inventory, so I have to melee them. Oh, that's insane. I didn't even think about the possibility of meleeing the colonists, but I guess that would work. Scram rails, definitely what I want, right? No, what the hell? Rail extension's better. Alright, I guess I do have the best stuff at the moment. Alright. Well, is this better at least? Yeah, this is better. Okay. So that's good. So we'll equip that. And then, yeah, no, some of that stuff would have definitely been cool to have. Oh well. I'm just not going to be able to collect anything. Probably wouldn't work very well on the sanity. Yeah, most likely not. Whenever I use the thorium grenades, I always forget to unequip the thorium grenades when I'm fighting things that aren't the colonists or the thorium creepers. And it doesn't go well. But what I was saying just before you got here is I feel like a fool because I named this stream Finishing Mass Effect.
Please, I just want to get out of here before it's
And I named it that because I always forget about Ilos.
Everyone in this place is trying to kill me.
Do I look like a soldier? I'm a neurospecialist, and this job isn't worth dying over. Or worse.
So I will probably
you
get
think
to
the indoctrination
Ilos.
only affects prisoners?
Because by then it'll probably be around 2.5 hours. I'll probably get to Ilos and then actually finish the game. I'm playing casual because I'm not insane. I'm playing on normal right now, but when I'm just like chilling and just playing for myself,
I thought this was a
I usually play on casual as well.
Not this level.
It's just more fun that way. Because I've beaten the game. I've beaten the game dozens of times. Like I can beat the game.
Didn't even know why.
The first one, I've beaten the first one on Insanity.
This position is a little more
So it's like I know I can beat the game. So at this point, I'm not in it to beat the game anymore. I'm in it for the story. So yeah, I just chill. I just chill and play on casual every time I do a replay of the series usually.
Are we good? Can I go?
These days I usually lean more Renegade because it's more fun. But sometimes I'll do Paragon again. Um, I've gone just about every route that you can.
What were you studying here?
But
It's that ship, Sovereign. It emits some kind of signal.
Renegade is
Undetectable, but it's there.
I want to say
I've seen
Renegade
it.
has the least
Saren uses it to influence his followers.
negative
To control them.
consequences.
It's called indoctrination.
Or
Direct exposure to the signal turns you
I'm trying to
into a
remember
mindless
exactly. I
slave,
feel like Renegade
like the Sovereign
ends
in
up
Xsanity.
giving you the least amount of
The
negative
most
consequences.
too.
Like right here, like so, Ranathanoptis here, she's gonna die. I'm gonna kill her in a minute. Because if you don't, then really it all comes down to like min-maxing your war assets in Mass Effect 3. And Ranathanoptis, if you don't kill her here, then in Mass Effect 3, you get like an email or something where it's like a snippet of like a news story, and it talks about how even the Shepard who has no strong feelings one way or the other. Yeah, no, neutral Shepard's fun. It makes the game harder, but neutral Shepard's hilarious. Neutral, I don't actually know anything about my squad mate's Shepard is hilarious. But yeah, if you don't kill Ranathanoptis here, then she is indoctrinated. Like right now, she is indoctrinated, and in Mass Effect 3, she pulls a fucking domestic terrorist stunt, and I think kills a bunch of like Asari politicians or whatever, important Asari people, and ends up taking away some of your war assets. So if you wanna min-max your war assets, then you gotta do some hard Renegade decisions.
Tell me more about this signal.
Signal's
And I
not
think you
exactly
get
the right word. There's
I
some
think
kind of
playing
energy
straight
field
Renegade
emanating from the
actually
ship that
makes
changes thought patterns.
the game easier
Over time,
when you
days,
get to
maybe
Mass
a
Effect
week,
3
it weakens your will.
than Paragon
You become easier
does.
to manipulate and control, but it's a degenerative condition. There's a balance between control
I could
and
be
usefulness.
completely
The less
talking out my
freedom
ass, but
subject
I
maintains,
feel like I
the
remember
less
that being the
capable it
case.
becomes.
Anyways.
You conducted brutal experiments on helpless test subjects. You helped Saren. You don't get to live.
I just did what I was told. I didn't have a choice. I'm sorry.
Sorry doesn't help your victims.
No! No!
The only downside to playing pure Renegade is if you play pure Renegade, then when you get to like Mass Effect 2 and 3, if you skip some of the Paragon speech checks, then some of the people you might like aren't making it out. Like if you do pure Renegade, then no matter what you do, by the time you get to Mass Effect 3, Samara, the Justicar from Mass Effect 2, if you do pure Renegade and like skip Paragon, not speech checks, but skip the Paragon like interrupts, where it does like the Paragon and Renegade interrupts. If you do pure Renegade and choose to skip all the Paragon ones, then Samara will die. There's no getting around it, because she will kill herself on whatever that planet is with the monastery for the Ardat Yakshi.
Shepard, look over here. It's another beacon, like the
Tell
one
him
on Eden Prime.
right next to you. Why are you yelling? But it's weird because if you wanna min-max your war assets for Mass Effect 3, then you have to know when to go one way or the other. But I think for the most part, there are less instances where you have to be Paragon than there are when you have to be Renegade to get the most out of your war assets in Mass Effect 3. Yeah, even though my Renegade runs, I kept Samara alive because I don't want her to die and her daughter cannot be allowed to live. Yeah. Yeah, people like to make videos and write comments and stuff about what the coldest renegade Shepard choice is. And it's always like a super obvious one, like in Mass Effect 2, where he like pushes that guy out the window or whatever. It's always something like that. But I think that whole scene on at the monastery is probably the coldest one. Because if you do pure renegade, then what's her name? Samara's daughter, I think Falaire, yeah. Falaire watches her sister Rila die, so you go through all of that. Then you get out there, and Shepard just stands there and lets Samara kill herself. So Falaire watches her mom kill herself after she just watched her sister die. And then Shepard's just like, well, you're not at Yakshi. Deuces. And just straight up ices her after all of that.
I get the feeling something bad is about to happen.
That's the coldest renegade option, in my opinion.
What is that? Some kind of VI interface?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Creatures of blood and flesh. You touch my mind, fumbling in ignorance, incapable of understanding.
I don't think this is a VI.
There is a realm of existence so far beyond your own, you cannot even imagine it. I am beyond your comprehension. I am sovereign.
Pure cold renegade, not usually. I like I said, I tend to lean mostly renegade because I think renegade Shepard is more fun. But only a handful of times have I done straight renegade, because there are just to see, because there are a handful of renegade choices that suck hands down. Because there's that one where there's no way for Samara to live. And I think if you do pure renegade, like you're only picking these options, I think Miranda doesn't survive Mass Effect 3 either, because when she comes to you for help on a couple instances, you tell her no. Because I think for Miranda to live, you have to warn her about Kai Lang, and you have to give her access to Alliance resources. And if you do pure renegade, then I think you deny her access to Alliance resources, so she won't make it out. And then there's the very beginning of Mass Effect 2, where you hand Vitor over to Cerberus, and then he's a fucking horrible mess when you run into him later in during Tali's loyalty mission. And that one always makes me feel bad. But yeah, no, pure renegade's a tough one to do.
Sovereign isn't just some Reaper ship Saren found.
So usually I just do
Reaper.
Like 85-90% renegade most of the time.
In the end, what they chose to call us is irrelevant. We simply are.
The Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago. You couldn't have been there. It's impossible.
Organic life is nothing but a genetic mutation. An accident. Your lives are measured in years and decades. You wither and die. We are eternal, the pinnacle of evolution and existence. Before us, you are nothing. Your extinction is inevitable. We are the end of everything.
Whatever your plan is, it's going to fail. I'll make sure of that.
Confidence born of ignorance. The cycle cannot be broken.
Cycle? What cycle?
The pattern has repeated itself more times than you can fathom. Organic civilizations rise, evolve, advance, and
How
at the
dare
apex
this
of their
guy
glory,
show up and make
they are
Liara right?
extinguished. The Protheans were not the first. They did not create the Citadel. They did not forge the mass relays. They merely found them. The legacy of my kind.
Why would you construct the mass relays, then leave them for someone else to find?
Your civilization is based on the technology of the mass relays. Our technology. By using it, your society develops along the paths we desire. We impose order on the chaos of organic evolution. You exist because we allow it, and you will end because we demand it.
They're harvesting us, letting us advance to the level they need, then wiping us out.
I run mostly Paragon with some select Renegade. I only Renegade to the ones who deserve it. That's fair. That's how I used to play it. Oh, I heard a weird noise, and that's just ambient sound, but it's only in my right ear. So I was like, the fuck was that noise? Yeah, I will stop.
You're not even alive. Not really.
Yeah, that's
You're
how I
just a
used to
machine,
play it.
And machines can be broken.
Back when I was in like high school and stuff.
As empty as your future. I am the vanguard of your destruction. This exchange is over.
And when I picked the game back up in like around Thanksgiving of 2023, is when I
Commander, we got trouble.
started replaying it. Like I randomly got because I had a copy on like the PS5 Game Share or whatever, of the PS4 version of the Legendary Edition, and I was like, you know what? I haven't played through the whole Mass Effect trilogy in a minute. I'll just go ahead and replay it. And 1,000 hours later, I was like, oh man, Mass Effect's super cool. But when I picked it back up for the first time in like 10 years, that's when I did my first playthrough on the PS4 version of the Legendary Edition. I played it the same way again. Mostly like 90% Paragon, probably like 95% Paragon, like 5% Renegade. And then after a couple more runs, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a pure Renegade run because I've never done that before.
We'll head for the
And it was something else. And that's when I was like, you know what? Renegade Shepard is kind of more fun. Like when I started this one for these streams, I thought I was gonna do is like, oh, I'm gonna do neutral because I thought that would be funnier. But the more I got into it, I was like, man, this isn't as funny as I wanted it to be. I'm gonna mostly because I knew that there was like dialogue and stuff I was missing out on that was, at least I thought, was funnier by not picking Renegade. So that's why I was like, man, I'm switching gears. We're doing Renegade. Renegade's Jesus. Renegade's just more fun.
Returning from your position, Jayato. Looks like Shadow picked a sensitive spot. Williams, head them off. Hold them.
Alright, well, Curie's still alive. That's good. Again, just min-maxing war assets. Now, what I may do, though, whenever I get to it, just because a lot of people have never seen any of it, and it is a bummer because he is obviously super cool. Whenever I get around to Mass Effect 2, I may let Morden die. Because it's... Mass Effect 3 has a lot of, because obviously just about damn near everybody can die in Mass Effect 2. So I have it on PC. Mods are fun. Problem is I can't finish the game. And the ending where it had the slideshow and it shows the helmet. And after that, nothing, black screen and music. It just breaks. Yeah, the PC version I found is a bit finicky. I think it's because it's tied to the EA app. I think is its problem. I usually just end up having to do clean reinstalls. I just make sure my saves are backed up and I just do clean reinstalls whenever I run into issues. But anyways, oh good lord. So yeah, so since basically everybody can die in Mass Effect 2, but all of the story beats of Mass Effect 3 still have to happen, everybody that has like a crucial role in Mass Effect 3 has basically a replacement character for Mass Effect 2, right? And but yeah, if you okay, I guess I can just walk right over that. If Mordin doesn't survive Mass Effect 2, then Paddock Wicks, who you run into when you get to whatever the hell the Solarian homeworld's called, Surkash, the STG base on Surkash. You run into him there, regardless of whether or not Mordin's alive or dead. You meet Paddock Wicks there. But if Mordin's dead, then he actually accompanies you on the Normandy and is the one that cures the genophage. And I may end up doing that one because...
Good work on the gun, Shadow Team. Now it's our turn.
Because even though we all love Mordin, Mordin's the GOAT, Mordin's one of the best, so many people have never seen any of the Paddock Wicks interactions or dialogue that you can get. But I'm trying to remember who all replaces who. Obviously if Rex dies, then his brother Reeve replaces him. If Rex dies here, then his brother Reeve replaces him. I don't remember who replaces Tally. If Tally dies, maybe no one. I think Tally's just not there. I know if Legion dies, then basically a VI that looks like Legion replaces him.
That's it. We need to clear the gate and set those charges.
Won't Bakara die though with this scenario? No, as long as you save Malin's data, then that's the condition for letting Erdnot Bakara live. Erdnot Bakara dies only if you don't save Malin's data. But if you save Malin's data, then it doesn't matter if you have Mordin or Paddock Wicks. So that's why.
Everyone bunker down. Bunker down.
So that's another one if you're doing pure Renegade. Emrazem replaces Tally, if I remember right. That's what I was thinking. That does sound correct. But yeah, no, you're totally right, because that mission, there is a mission where you have to take Tally, and if Tally's dead, then Admiral Zen does accompany you on that mission. Right. You are totally right. Nice, I remember that.
Commander, I'm bringing us in.
But yeah, that's one of the bummers about doing pure Renegades. If you do pure Renegade, then you destroy Malin's data, which means Erdnot Bakara will always die. But yeah, if Jack is dead, then one of the students, I forget his name, replaces her. And he doesn't make it, but he tries his damnedest. He does good. If Thane is dead, but Kirahi isn't, then Kirahi takes Thane's spot when Kai Lang tries to assassinate the Solarian counselor. If they're both dead, then the Solarian counselor will always die.
Bomb is in position. We're all set here.
Yes, it's all the Krogan. So there's a lot of different outcomes for Mass Effect 3, depending on who is and isn't there, and it's actually kind of cool.
The nuke is almost ready. Get to the
But the most interesting one is Paddock Wicks replacing Mordin, in my opinion. So I'll probably, even though I don't want to.
Hold tight. We're coming to get you.
Probably have to do that.
Make sure that nuke is set. We'll hold them as long as we.
It's okay, Commander. I need a couple of minutes to finish arming the bomb. Go get them and meet me back here.
You keep that nuke safe.
But it's also a thing that even if everybody isn't loyal, Krogan die and the Arachnite take over the planet. Did the Arachnite take over? I guess I never thought about that. But alright, so here's the Normandy. Where do I need to go? I forget. It's this way. Pretty sure. Yeah. What was I about to say? I don't remember. I don't remember what I was about to say. Totally. The thought train has derailed. Heal. Oh, that's only like my second death, I think. Where is the last save? It's gotta be right outside this door. Yeah. I was literally in the middle of healing. Alright, maybe, just maybe, I should take cover. Well, that went way better. Oh, I remember what I was saying. So, funnily enough, in Mass Effect 2, if everybody isn't loyal, it is still possible to make it through the suicide mission with everybody still alive. You have to be really, really specific. More specific than if everybody's loyal about where you have everybody. But it is possible to make it through the suicide mission with everybody alive if they're not loyal in Mass Effect 2. But anybody that isn't loyal in Mass Effect 2 and isn't a squad mate, I think is guaranteed to die in Mass Effect 3. Oh, damn it. Why did I have to reduce both of these to Omnigel? Why did I even open that? So, like, if Zaid, Miranda, Jack, or whatever, if any of them aren't loyal, you can still make it through the suicide mission with them alive, but they won't survive Mass Effect 3.
There's too many. I don't think we can survive until you get here. I'm activating the bomb.
What the hell are you doing, Alenko?
I'm just making sure this bomb goes off, no matter what. It's done, Commander. Go get Williams and get the hell out of here.
Screw that. We can handle ourselves. Go back and get Alenko.
Williams, radio Joker and tell him to meet us on the AA tower.
One thing people tend to miss about leaving people behind to hold the line while you fight the Human Reaper is that it actually doesn't matter who you leave behind to defend. Yeah, it's a... So I think the main thing that matters is who you leave in charge. Because that's one of the ways to get everybody, like, out. Because you have to put, like, Garrus in charge of holding the line, and then I think Garrus gets everybody through no matter what. But you can't send anybody unloyal to escort the excuse me, the crew back to the Normandy, and you can't bring anybody unloyal with you, or they won't make it. So you have to send a loyal person to escort the crew back, have 2 loyal people with you to fight the Reaper, and then anybody unloyal you have to leave to defend the area, but you have to have, like, Garrus or somebody in charge, and whoever's in charge has to A, be good for the role, and B, be loyal to you. So I usually just
Fight hard.
Just leave Garrus.
Die proud.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Alright, we go this way still. We go get Ashley. After we get Jacob. a lot of people go that route. Which is totally fair. I usually send Legion in. When I'm trying to keep everybody alive, obviously. I send Legion into the tube. I think you can also send Tally. I think Tally is also fast enough. And maybe Morden, but don't quote me on that. But I know for sure Legion or Tally. Fairly certain. Garrus can lead the other squad. I think Zaid can lead the other squad. Just said Legion is my hacker. Yeah. I usually send Legion. I usually have Garrus lead the other squad because it's just a no-brainer. I think Zaid can also do it. And maybe Jacob. And I think also Grunt. And then for getting through all of the, oh, those are the Solarians. Whoops, my bad. My bad, dog. For getting through the Seeker Swarms, I think you can take either... I don't ever take Miranda. I don't know if Miranda gets everybody through, because I've never taken Miranda. But I know you can do either Jack or Samara. And everyone will make it. I usually send Jacob to escort the crew back to the Normandy. Just so you can feel like he helped.
This has been an impressive diversion, Shepard.
So I'm basically like, alright, Jacob, how about you escort everybody back to the Normandy?
It was all for nothing. I can't let you disrupt.
You do a good job, bud. We'll give you a gold star when we're all done doing the real work.
What's really at stake.
This isn't complicated. You'll do anything to get power. Even joining with the Reapers.
Yeah, I usually go back and forth between them.
You of all people should understand what the Reapers are capable of. They cannot be stopped. Do not mire yourself in pointless revolt.
Unless
I
I
sacrifice everything for the sake of petty freedoms. The Protheans tried to fight, and they were utterly destroyed. Trillions dead.
Unless I fucked up with when Jack and Miranda get into a fight after Miranda's loyalty mission. If your Paragon or Renegade isn't high enough, which is apparently easy to do because I fucked it up a couple times, then you can't do one of the speech checks. So depending on who you side with, one of them will become unloyal to you no matter what. Said Morden with the crew because Morden isn't useless. Yeah, it's a good choice. I don't know if everybody's loyal. I don't know if it matters who you send with the crew. But I usually send Jacob because I'm like, all right, now I don't have to listen to Jacob for the little bit that's left of this game. But yeah, sometimes I'll fuck up and Jack won't be loyal because I happen to be doing a run where I planned on romancing Miranda. So I'm like, oh, sorry, Jack, I gotta back Miranda on this one. Miranda's technically in the wrong, I think, but I want to back Miranda.
I'd rather die than live under the rule of those machines.
And then I usually end up with Samara because if I go with Jack, someone will die.
Instead of logic, we will fight even when we know we cannot win. But if we work with the Reapers, if we make ourselves
so much
useful,
for Renegade that he has to be
think how
talked
many
down, so calm
lives can
down.
be spared. Once I understood this, I joined Sovereign, though I was aware of the.
I think that's true.
This facility would protect me.
I never bothered looking it up, but I know in Mass Effect 1 your squad mates have their own Paragon/Renegade stats. And I know that you can affect them throughout the game. So like you can make like Paragon Shepard will make Garrus more Paragon, and like Renegade Shepard will make Garrus more Renegade. And it only comes through at the end of the game in this one, when depending on how you've influenced your squad mates will determine who does or does not tell you to sacrifice the council. Yeah. And then there's like a weird sort of like special route because Caden starts Paragon, and as far as I know, unless you've set up a situation at the end of the game where Caden has no choice but to take the Renegade route, the only way to actually make Caden Renegade is to play as female Shepherd and be romancing him, because then you can basically make him not only renegade but also racist, also super xenophobic.
You're afraid Sovereign is influencing you. You're afraid he's controlling your thoughts.
But I'm sure that your squad mates in 2 and 3 also have Paragon and Renegade stats, but I never looked into it for some reason. I don't know why.
The subject becomes. That is my saving grace. The Sovereign needs me to find the conduit. My mind is still my own, for now. But the transformation from ally to servant can be subtle. I will not let it happen to me.
Yeah, definitely. I think Renegade Shepherd can get you the same outcome. I think Renegade Shepherd is good for Jack as well, but only if you pursue an actual like romance option instead of just picking when she initiates, when she's like, what do you want? Do you just want to fuck? If you say yeah, then obviously you bang Jack, but then you're kind of locked out of the actual like romance option. I think it still gives you the achievement, but I know it technically locks you out of yeah, no. Saren, who knows how long he's been actually indoctrinated.
I'm not like you. I'd rather die fighting than live as a slave.
I'm not doing this for myself. Don't you see? Sovereign will succeed. It is inevitable. My way is the only way any of us will survive. I'm forging an alliance between us and the Reapers, between organics and machines. And in doing so, I will save more lives than have ever existed. But you would undo my work. You would doom our entire civilization to complete annihilation. And for that, you must die.
How fast can we blast this asshole? Pretty fast. Only because he chose to not move the entire time. I have not done this game on PC with mods yet. I've thought about it, but then I'm like, man, I know that if I get into, it's the same problem I have with every game. People seem to think Saren is synthesis. It's well, that's the like part of the thing with Mass Effect 3 is that Saren's whole thing is that machine or synthetic and organic become like one. That's the final stage of evolution. And technically Saren is correct, because that's the most satisfying. I don't think it's the canon one. I think
all right, everybody, hang on.
Destroying the Reapers is the canon ending for Mass Effect 3. I don't know. That gun will laser him. Oh yeah. But Saren is technically right.
Aiden didn't make it. How could we just leave him down there?
Same as like Mass Effect 3 sets it up so that like everybody is right, which is kind of goofy in my opinion, but they do set it up so that like from the word like go, it's like it turns out everybody was right. You're all winners. Saren was right from the get-go because of the synthesis ending. The Elusive Man was right because you can choose to control them. So the Elusive Man was right all along. You can control them. And then, of course, you've got Anderson and everyone else. It's like, I just send them back to hell. Just destroy them. It's like they get you to the end of Mass Effect 3 and it's like, there's no wrong answers.
We had to leave him behind. Saren has to be stopped at any cost.
It should have been me, Commander. You know that.
It wasn't your call, Williams. I had to choose. I chose you.
I'm sorry, Commander. You saved my life. I'm
There's
grateful
a
for
gnat
that.
in here,
But it
and
should have
it's
been
bugging
me.
the hell out of me.
Alenko was a superior officer. I would have gladly stayed behind.
Ash, how far are you going to drive yourself? Are you trying to be a martyr? To redeem your grandfather's honor?
That's not fair.
The hell it isn't. I don't want a Marine with a death wish covering my back. Get over it.
Aye, Commander.
Commander, excuse me for interrupting.
What I have is
but
removing
I have
weapons
an
restrictions in
idea.
Mass Effect
I
2.
think
That
the
way my
beacon
depth can
we
use
found
assault
in Saren's
rifles.
base was similar to the one we
That
found on Eden
would
Prime.
be a cool one.
It
I
may
always
have
figured that
filled
if
in
I
missing
ever
pieces of your vision.
got too far into
I
mods
might
in this
be able to
game, I
help
would never
you
be able to
put
play
all those
vanilla
pieces
again.
together.
It's like trying to go back and play vanilla Left 4 Dead 2 at this point. It just feels like wrong. Hit it with my keyboard. I would, but the only other keyboard I have, like, at the moment is a mechanical one, and while it is a very nice keyboard, I don't want to switch to it because all you can hear is the fucking keyboard clacking. So, while it would be cathartic to completely annihilate it with something that it could never hope to comprehend,
You want to join
I
our
don't
lines
want to
again,
break
don't
this keyboard.
you? Okay, go ahead.
But yeah, I would probably want that mod that removes weapon restrictions. Some of the armor mods look really cool, but the main one that I think I would want is the one that makes it so that the Saren like transition mod or whatever, to where as you go through the game he gets more of the cybernetic stuff. He doesn't just have it from the word go. Which I never understood why BioWare didn't do that. Because you see Saren at the end of the game and he's like, Sovereign's upgraded me. And it's like, okay, you don't look any different.
I thought the images would be so
You've always had
intense.
weird cybernetics and creepy Geth arm.
We don't have a Snap out of it. Tell me what you saw.
It's a distress call. A message sent out across the Prothean Empire. A warning against the Reapers, but the warning came too late.
What about the conduit?
There were other images, locations, places I recognized from my research. Ilos! The conduit is on Ilos!
Can I go back to a membrane keyboard anymore? Mechanical all the way.
It is the only
No,
way
I
to
would.
get to
That
Ilos.
I did, because it came with the PC I got. I did mess around with it for a bit, and it is very nice, and I understand why people prefer mechanical keyboards. But like I said, it's so loud. It's so loud. I fiddled with so many microphone settings trying to like tune it out. I tried to fiddle with the audio after the fact and like a couple things that I test recorded trying to tune it out, and it's just so prevalent. So I was like, man, this keyboard's super cool. Can't use it though. But if I ever stop doing this, then yeah, no, I'm going straight to a mechanical keyboard.
How come you never told us about Ilos before?
The Mu relay links to dozens of systems and hundreds of worlds. How was I to know Ilos was the one we wanted? Without the cipher, the images in your visions were never clear. Only now do I recognize them as landmarks from Ilos.
We need to get to Ilos.
Forget it. The Mu relay's inside the Terminus systems. Alliance ships are not welcome there. Neither are Spectres.
The conduit's on Ilos, and that's where Saren is heading. I'll be waiting for him when he gets there.
Saren will have his entire fleet orbiting Ilos. You will never make it down to the surface without reinforcements. You must alert the council.
I threw the stock
We need a
keyboard and
fleet
mouse
to-
out immediately because I bought better stuff.
I am sorry. The joining
The
exhausting.
keyboard and I mean
I
the
should go to
mouse
the medical
is
bay
whatever.
and lie down for a
I'm
moment.
using the mouse that came with this PC because honestly I had a wired one of these, and I had a wired one of these Razer ones, and it was cool. It had like on the side where you could take it off and replace it with like it had two alternate modes. I don't even know what you'd call it, but basically where I could have like all of my like number keys, like numbered keys 1 through 12, like on the side of the mouse here. And it was super cool, and it worked well for a long time until the something under here got all messed up. And then my brother got me this one for Christmas. And this one, I don't know what this one's problem is, but I stopped using it because it'll randomly like just not register. I've tried cleaning everything I can think to clean, but like it just won't. It just wouldn't. It just wouldn't, and it irritated the hell out of me. So it just sits over there, going unused. The Steel-Series Apex 7 Blue Switch and the Steel-Series Rival 600. Yeah, I just went straight to Walmart and was like, sure, Razer. But it's because my wife works at Walmart, so I get discount on stuff. Because I got my own Walmart discount card. Apparently, if you're married to somebody that works at Walmart, you can get one of those. So I was like, I can get a discount on it at Walmart, and it'll do. So went and got a, I don't even know what this is. Tell me on the bottom, right? Razer Synosa Lite. Yep, that's the keyboard, and it does its job. And this mouse just says MSI Ultra Lightweight Gaming Mouse. So that is what that is. What was this one? What was this stupid Razer mouse that I don't use anymore? Is it not even going to tell me? Nope. Doesn't appear like it's going to tell me. I think I want to say it was the Basilisk or whatever. It's a SteelSeries Arctis Nova 5 wireless headset. I've got some fucking Sony headphones on now. My mic is I just do whatever. I'm not picky. This is again, I just went to Walmart and I was like, this mic will do when my other one finally gave out on me. It's like HyperX Quadcast something. And then these are some Sony headphones. I don't know what the model number is. Sony's got weird model numbers for stuff. But my old Bluetooth headphones that were also Sony started these served me well for a long time, super comfortable. I loved the Bluetooth thing, but they got that like weird like felt stuff that starts coming off on your skin after a while, and it finally got to that point, so I was like, well, so every time I would wear them, my ears would be picky as hell. That's totally fair. No, that's totally fair. I just never have been. I'm usually not picky about like brand or anything like that. Just but I'm picky about like function, if that makes sense. So that's why I was like, I just want another pair of Bluetooth headphones. And if they fit over my ear, that would be preferable. And I just happened to find these that were also Sony. Yeah, like I said, being picky's fine. But like I said, it's got that weird felt stuff that after a while starts, coming off on your skin. So every time I would wear these, my ears and head would just be covered in the crap. And also these, you can kind of see it here. These parts right here would like break, because I guess just with age and use they got so brittle. So like these are on both sides are like covered in super glue, where I would super glue them back together. And because that part wasn't bothering me, I was like, oh, I'll just super glue it. And they still work fine, but It was the felt stuff coming off that I was finally like, man, I should probably get some new ones. And then my wife got me these for Christmas, and these are great. But yeah, I'm just like, I'm a super not picky person. The only thing I've been, which again, I guess I really haven't been picky about brand. I was gonna say I was picky about my PC, but I really wasn't. I didn't really care about the brand. I was just like, I know what I want in my PC, and this MSI Aegis or whatever happened to have the things I wanted. And I don't know. Keyboards, I'm just like, Xbox and DualSense controllers also have to be licensed, so that means I don't buy no-name controllers. I would normally agree with you there. I agree with you on the Xbox ones because I haven't heard any like problems with like Xbox controllers, but the PS5 DualSense controllers, maybe I've just had super bad luck, but I feel like I've owned a lot of controllers in my lifetime, and the PS5 DualSense ones are garbage. At least mine have been. We're on our fourth one, and one I've been meaning to send the other three off to be fixed, but two of them have terrible, terrible stick drift, like some of the worst I've ever seen, and then one will eventually have stick drift because apparently that's just a thing that all PS5 DualSense controllers do, but the third one that we bought because the other two had terrible stick drift has where it thinks that the L1 button or the R1 button, one of the two, is constantly being held down, so it won't work at all in any games. It'll work or applications. It'll work on like the menu, but it won't work in like any applications or games. Never had an issue. I have the same one that came with my system. I hope that you never do have an issue, sincerely, because I have had nothing but issues with the PS5 controllers, which is weird, because like people complained about the Switch, right? And I still have the Joy-Cons that came with my Switch, and they don't have any issues, knock on wood. But the PS5 controllers,
Are you sure it was the joining?
not good.
Fine.
Not good.
Communion is passive.
I will say, on God, the best controller / gamepad I've ever owned is this goofy ass Logitech wired gamepad. Logitech gamepad F310. It is. It's genuinely pretty chill. I mean, it's nothing flashy, it's nothing fancy, but it does be getting the job done, and it is just a solid, sturdy controller. I gotta be real. The amount of times I've dropped this stupid thing, Joy-Cons are still 100% fine on my Switch 1.
We're done here. Dismissed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Commander, there's a convoy nearby.
I know that there was like a big issue with the Joy-Cons, but I never had any issues. But yeah, the amount of times I've dropped this stupid thing, and like it's got like a rattle, but I have no idea what that rattle is because everything still works flawlessly. Like I love this stupid thing. I would absolutely recommend this if you don't want to pay for a DualSense or an Xbox controller. Just go get a Logitech gamepad. It's probably totally fine. It's probably sitting down there. This is dark humor. But that one they used to pilot the Titan submersible is probably sitting down there next to the Titanic. Perfectly fine. Would probably still work if you had hauled it up out of the briny deep.
They're not going to believe any of this. Not without proof. We'd just be wasting our time.
Aye, aye, Commander. Sovereign will be sitting on Citadel's roof before those bastards will listen to us.
I think that's the first time I've ever said, nah, don't bother calling the council. Who fucking cares? Alright, so all that's really left is Ilos, which I forgot about because, like I said, I always forget about Ilos. And then, well, there's some. We got to spend like, I don't know, 5 minutes back on the Citadel, and then Ilos, and then the final confrontation, also back on the Citadel. But this went way longer than I thought it would. I thought I would be completely done with it. I thought I'd be seeing credits roll by now. I still wish that video of you snapping that Oblivion still existed. It's probably scratched or something. Yeah, that was a bum disc, but is what it is. What was I saying? Yeah, I expected to be looking at the credits now, listening to that fucking banger by M8 or whatever, that random song that just randomly plays at the end of Mass Effect 1, just kind of out of left field. Doesn't fit the score of Mass Effect at all. It's just like, I don't know, license this random song. Just happened to be kind of a banger. I thought I'd be sitting here listening to that right now, but I was incorrect. But that's okay. But I think 3 hours is probably a good stopping point, especially since it's like 2 in the morning. Good old Central Time. So I think that's gonna do it for me tonight. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. This was good. This was a fun time. I'll finish this very soon. I will actually finish Mass Effect very soon. 100% for realsies this time. The next stream will be the end of Mass Effect. I'm contemplating if I want to leave this one titled Finishing Mass Effect, and then just title the next one Actually Finishing Mass Effect, because that I think that would be funny. Or if I just want to just name this one the same as the others. I don't know. We'll see. It don't matter. None of this matters. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me tonight. I gotta go to bed. I'm tired. I've been up since. I think we're stuck in the wall. Would you believe that's literally never happened to me again? Like, all the time I spent playing Oblivion since then, that's literally never happened to me again. Not one time. That's just the magic of Oblivion, baby. You'll have something like that happen to you, and then you'll never see it again. Not a single time. And if you don't have proof, no one will ever believe you. But what was I saying? Yeah, no, I've been up since like 5 o'clock. Yesterday morning. Because I had to work at 6. I don't know why I do silly things like chase after and then accept promotions at jobs. Because I'm always fine with the job, but it always makes it to where I'm like, oh man, now I gotta be extra responsible. They expect me up at reasonable hours. I won't do that. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me tonight. Yeah, I at least had a witness. But alright. I'm going to bed. Thanks for hanging out, thanks for tuning in. I'm planning on streaming again tomorrow. Finishing Sly 2. Actually finishing Sly 2. That's a real one. That will be finished tomorrow. And then I don't know when Mass Effect will be back. Today is technically Thursday, right? Probably no. Today's Friday. Damn. I just got so used to being off on Thursdays, and like I said, I worked yesterday because now my schedule is all different. Probably Saturday night, hopefully. We'll finish Mass Effect. But tomorrow for sure I'm gonna finish Sly 2. I don't know what time, because I do have other stuff to do tomorrow. But I will be finishing Sly 2 tomorrow, and then Saturday night probably. I'm literally checking my work schedule now to make sure I'm not being a huge liar. Yes, because... Yep. Because I am off Sunday. Sweet. So yeah, Saturday night. We'll, probably around the same time. Because I think I started this like midnight. No, I sure didn't. I couldn't have. Saturday night, probably around the same time, we'll come back and actually finish Mass Effect, and then tomorrow, at some point, I'll be live finishing Sly 2. But that's for tomorrow. All right, I'm logging off. I'm logging off, chat. All right, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for chatting. Good time, always a good time. All right, bye bye.